HB, great game for you. How'd it feel just to kind of get it going there in the fourth quarter and help, close out a season sweep against the Lakers?
It was big. I think coming into the game, we talked about, putting together 2 games in a row. And obviously our struggles this year with back-to-back. So for us, I think to come out and play 48 minutes, stay poised throughout the whole thing, get a win, it was huge.
What is it that you think sort of the light bulb that's gone off with this team the last couple of days that's allowed you to beat 2 really good teams?
Well, I think for us, I don't think we have a problem as a team getting up for big games. I don't think that's been our Achilles heel at all. So, play the Bucks, obviously, a great team. And then, to play the Lakers, play LeBron. And I think as a group, we're able to respond and get up for those games. Now, can we just maintain that consistency and that same focus, throughout the rest of the week?
HB, a lot of good performances tonight, but what can you say about Keon? Second straight night where he holds the opposing point guard, did it against Dame, do it against Russell tonight, just has stepped into the starting lineup and made that opportunity his own. Just what's your perspective on how the work he's put in?
Man, I said it earlier, but Keon is a true professional. I think to look at his season, to look at, the games where he's getting DNPs and then he's all of a sudden thrust into the starting lineup, having to guard, a top player on another team. I think he's 6-0 as a starter, so maybe highest win percentage in franchise history as a starter. But just credit to him for just always staying ready and giving this team a lift, where we need defensively for sure.
You talked about that kind of lock-in for you guys, rising to big moments for you guys. Just what impresses you both? Maybe if you look at this handful of this stretch here, these 2 games, what is it that you're doing that might be the most impressive?
I think just consistent focus. We've had times where, teams have gone on runs, but, before, we've had games where, we'll be up big and we'll just let it have almost a 30-point swing in the other direction, or we'll just, have chronic turnovers back to back to back. And I thought tonight, even though the foul disparity, in the last 2 games, haven't been in our favor, we've stayed poised, we've stayed with it, continued to just battle through and come out with wins.
Harrison, you guys have won 5 in a row, 8 out of 9 and 12 out of 16 against the Lakers. What do you make of that? Like, what is it about this matchup that you guys have been able to dominate over the last 3.5, 4 years?
Yeah, it's hard because obviously over the last 3 to 4 years, the team has changed quite a bit. But I just think in general, it's always good competition. I think, like I said, anytime you're, playing, great like LeBron and you're playing the Lakers, obviously these games are, hyped up, and almost feels like a road game at times, with some of the oohs and ahs in our building. But I think it's just a great, opportunity as a competitor to go out and play a great team.
Mike mentioned pregame the importance of slowing down LeBron in transition. How do you feel like you guys found a way to do that tonight and just in general?
Obviously he's going to score. There was some plays there in the second half where he was able to get loose and get towards the rim. But in general, I think between last night and tonight, just showing crowds on great players, that's what we have to do. We know that, he's one of the top guys in the league in transition in terms of scoring. So trying to make things difficult for him. And try to make him just find teammates.
Tonight, when you see Domas, obviously a lot has been made, especially recently, his record against AD. Just what did you see against him tonight in that matchup, and just how much do you feel that Domas got the better of that matchup?
Just 2 great players battling, honestly. I'm thankful that Domas on our side because of the wins in that matchup. But I think anytime, you have 2 players, who are amongst the best at their position going at it, in these battles, both of them are going to raise their level of play. So, it's just good to see.